Welcome to another episode of Code Symphony, Unraveling the Code Mysteries, where we dive deep into programming practices that not only boost performance but also make your life as a developer easier. In today's episode, we are discussing one of the most important skills in modern JavaScript development, writing clean and maintainable code. Now, if you are someone who has been overwhelmed by messy code bases or struggle to understand code after just a few weeks, you are not alone. This is a challenge every developer faces, and it's what we aim to tackle today. So, what is clean code? Clean code isn't just about writing code that works. It's about writing code that works well, is easy to understand, and is simple to modify. Imagine reading through your code 6 months from now, or having another developer jump into the project. Clean code basis ensures that both of you and others can easily comprehend the logic, leading to less debugging and more time improving functionality. Let's talk about key principles of writing clean JavaScript code. Let's start with something basic but crucial: naming conventions. The names of your variables, functions, and classes should clearly indicate their purpose. Avoid single-letter variable names like X or A unless they are in a very limited scope. Instead, aim for names that explain what variable represents, like user email, is form valid, or calculate total price. Second, write modular code. JavaScript can get messy quickly if you write monolithic functions that do too much. Break your code into smaller, reusable functions. Instead of having a giant block of logic in one place, modular code is easier to read, test, and debug. Third, adopt dry. Dry is short form for don't repeat yourself. Repeating the same code in multiple places is a bad practice. It leads to inconsistency, makes update tedious, and increases the chances of bugs. Always try to extract repetitive code into functions or shared modules. Fourth, use comments wisely. A lot of developers believe that more comments equals to more clarity. That's not true. Instead of adding excessive comments, make your code self-explanatory by using clear function names and logic. Comments should be reversed for explaining the why behind the complex decisions rather than stating the obvious. Fifth, consistency is a key. One of the most overlooked aspects of clean code is consistency. Whether it's indentation, naming conventions, or the way you structure your files, maintain consistency throughout the project. Tools like ESLint can help enforce code style rules to keep everything aligned. So why is this so important? Because when you build maintainable code, your future self and your team will thank you. Let's take an example of a project that I worked on, which had a rushed code base. Over time, simple changes required hours of bug fixing. Not because the logic was wrong, but because the code was so tangled and inconsistent. In contrast, a project where every function had a clear purpose and every variable was named thoughtfully, the team could easily add a new feature or refactor without fear of breaking everything. This saved hours of time and resulted in fewer headaches. There are many tools that can help with writing clean JavaScript code. Let's take a look at some of them. First, Prettier. an automatic code formatter that ensures consistency in your code styles. Second, ESLint, a powerful tool that helps catch errors and enforce coding standards. Third, TypeScript. Even though we are talking about JavaScript, TypeScript can add an extra layer of safety by introducing types, making it easier to reason about your code and avoid runtime errors. To conclude this, clean code isn't just about making your life easier. It's about building a code base that scales with time, maintains high readability, and reduces the potential for bugs. Start small, refactor when necessary, and prioritize readability over cleverness. Remember, the true mark of great developer isn't just solving problems, it's solving them in a way that future developers and your future self can appreciate. Thanks for tuning into Code Symphony, Unraveling the Code Mysteries. If you enjoyed this episode or found it helpful, be sure to subscribe and share it with your fellow developers. Let's keep this symphony going as we master the art of writing clean and maintainable code. Stay tuned for the next episode. Until then, happy coding!